The photo that you're seeing right now was taken on an early September morning back in 2021. I actually use it as part of the intro animation for my channel here on YouTube. My wife and I went on a trip to Edinburgh in Scotland, and at the time I was using the Google Pixel 4a 5G as my main smartphone. I decided to purchase it after owning the Pixel 3a and 4a as I wanted to try out a larger Pixel phone. If you ask me, the Pixel 4a 5G was probably the best smartphone camera that I've used up until I got the Pixel 6. And in the entire time that I've used it, I've managed to take a lot of great looking photos, some of which I've featured in previous videos. So for this one, let's take a quick look back at the Pixel 4a 5G, and in particular, its camera. Hey, what is going on YouTube? Mike here from Team VRY, and welcome back to the channel. Now before we start off, let me say that I am in no way a professional photographer. A lot of the picture taking that I do mostly revolves around casual mobile photography, and I think that's where the Google Pixel phones shine the most. They let you take great looking photos, provided that you're not after the most in-depth of camera controls and composition. I'm going to leave some links below to some of my earlier Pixel 4a 5G videos, so you guys can check those out. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so let's wind the clocks back a bit. The Pixel 4a 5G was launched back in 2020 alongside the Pixel 4a. While it retained some similar specs, it improved in some key areas like display size, battery size, and Google even added a secondary ultra-wide lens at the back. And while its role in Google's mid-range lineup has been pretty much taken over by the Pixel 5a and the 6a, it's remained one of my most favorite point-and-shoot camera phones. From a hardware standpoint though, the cameras on the Pixel 4a 5G weren't exactly groundbreaking. It only had a 12.2 megapixel main camera, a 16 megapixel ultra-wide lens, and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. But the thing with most smartphones nowadays is that camera performance doesn't solely rely on the hardware. Image processing also depends a lot on the software that's built into the phone. With that said, Google's computational photography plays a big role with how images on the 4a 5G end up. It's not perfect by any means, but the fact that you could get such great looking pictures on a mid-range Android phone is certainly impressive. Contrast, dynamic range, and saturation are mostly on point. And while image quality is oftentimes a subjective discussion, I like to think that the Pixel 4a 5G really does a great job when it comes to camera performance, thanks to the software that Google has loaded on board. And it's this same software that allows the Pixel to really take great portrait photos, whether on the rear or front cameras, and even great looking night side pictures. I've taken the Pixel 4a 5G on several trips to different spots here in the UK. From London to Scotland, Wales to the Lake District, I've been happy with the photos that I've been able to get on this phone. I suppose the only complaint I have is the video recording quality on the 4a 5G. Videos don't exactly look terrible, but compared to the quality in Samsung and Apple phones, it's obvious that the Pixel has a bit of catching up to do against the competition. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Pixel 4a 5G has been taken over by the Pixel 5a and the upcoming Pixel 6a. And sure, it does have a lot of older specs in comparison to those two phones, but I think that it'll remain as one of my most favorite Pixel phones, and a large part of that has to do with the camera performance. How about you guys? If you have any Pixel 4a 5G memories, let me know in the comments below. As I said earlier, I will link some of my other videos in the description. Let me know your thoughts on this phone and pretty much the other Pixel phones in general. As always, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.